Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen, already into the second hour of this Wednesday, 22nd day of July, 2009. Wide open phones throughout the broadcast. Carol Salente on with us in the fourth hour today. Let's continue with your phone calls. Let's talk to Charlie in New York. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. How's it going?
Good, Charlie.
I just wanted to say good job with everything you do, getting all the news out. Obviously, you know what's going on. But you asked before what we thought there was going to be, some kind of an attack. I believe, so do a lot of my other friends, that it's going to be a type of bio attack of some sort. Obviously, you know, the vaccine is EU stockpile 666 and U.S. biodefense stockpile 666. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, we posted that yesterday. In fact, guys, print that for me again when you get a chance. And I went and looked. It really is called Stockpile 666. And even the Times of London today has a top epidemiologist admitting that there's no point in even taking what they've made. It's nothing close to even what the virus is, and the virus isn't even killing people. What is this giant buildup for?
It's pretty intense. I mean, the sheep are going to go along with it. I think I don't know. Everyone says there's hope. I don't know if there's hope, because all the people I talk to get that glazed look in their eye. I mentioned 9/11 Truth on the 4th of July at a friend's barbecue, and someone wanted to fight me over it. They wanted to fist fight me. So, you know, the sheep are so, like, just brainwashed. I don't know what to do next. You know, I try and talk to people about this stuff, but it seems like there's going to be some kind of a massive attack, and then they're going to go ahead and implement more control. You know, my friends are in agreement. I don't know. I also wanted to ask if you could just blurt out how I can go about, and if it's a good idea, the militia, like local militia, is that, you know, for New York, or would you suggest, you know, just in case of some type of a, you know, we need to get together when it happens, when it goes down, which I believe it's gonna, because I don't think there's gonna be some type of a mass awakening where everybody gets up, holds hands, and walks, and it's like, oh, you know, peace, and they're gonna give up their power. I don't think they're gonna be so happy to give up their power. It's gonna take bloodshed. It's gonna take, you know, tyranny isn't gonna end without, you know, the blood of patriots. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, that's what Thomas Jefferson said, but he's listed as a terrorist by the federal government. Now, who do you think the bad guys are? Thomas Jefferson or the globalists saying the founders were bad, which they do. I have it on video in my film Road to Tyranny, with FEMA teaching police, firemen, and sheriff's deputies that in Kansas City. Thanks for the call. Join a militia at your own risk, I'll tell you that. And I'm for the militia. It's constitutional, 18 to 45. I think it's wonderful. It's constitutional. It's just civil defense. It's the posse. How would a sheriff in a county call out the men? Because it was the posse. And they don't want the citizens involved in government. That's why the federal report put out, the DHS report said, watch people that want to work with law enforcement, watch people that want to work with community groups, and say they want to support police but are anti-Federal Reserve. See, they don't want us to be friends. They don't want us as good Americans to work together and stop this offshore takeover. Any militia is good that isn't running around secretively telling you look out and telling you hide this pipe bomb. It's a Fed, guaranteed. You go to a militia meeting and the leader or one of the other leaders says, let's build pipe bombs, don't tell anybody, let's be secretive. They're Feds. It's a setup. It's a trap. Guaranteed. But if it's a shooting club or a military historical society and you also train for civil defense to defend yourself and your families, see, above board, out in the open. But the feds go out and set up these nets and even set up militia groups to then get people in and burn them. I mean, the feds found the groups so they can then hype it up in the media and demonize it.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
I get calls every day on and off air, emails. People ask me on the street, Alex, do we join a militia? If so, what do we join? And the answer to that is you are in the militia. Under the U.S. Code, what is it, 18 to 44, 18 to 45? Some state codes say 18 to 49. How do you think sheriffs would call out the posse? They'd come knock on doors and say, you, and you, come with me. That's the power of the county, of the state, enshrined in the office of the governor or the sheriff or the president during time of declared war or natural disaster. We've got the river about to flood, about to break the dam, kill everybody in the town. You, and you, all of you, come with me. Grab sandbags. Grab shovels. We got to dig and cut a fire break. The fire is coming. It's 10 miles away at Eagle Pass. At this rate, it'll be here in 2 hours. Come on, let's go. Let's save our houses. That's what it's all about. So the globalists are master tacticians, thinking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 moves ahead. And so they knew there'd be a movement by the states, by the counties, by the cities, with the militias. And they saw states in 92, 93, 94, 95, passing laws against federalization and internationalization, saying from Colorado to California to Oklahoma, we're not going to have UN troops here. We're not going to have gun bans here. We're not going to have socialized health care here. The federal government's outside its purview. It's too big. And so the feds went in and created all over the nation their own militias. They would have an FBI agent or FBI informant or BATF or ADL or Southern Poverty Law on record, which this all came out in the news. They would advertise and set up a militia. And they would go to biker clubs, the bad ones. And they would find meth dealers, gun runners, because that's who they wanted to make their militias up out of. So that when they busted them, they could connect it to drugs and guns. This is on record with the Viper Militia and countless others. With the Ku Klux Klan group, they set up as a militia in the late 90s in Dallas-Fort Worth. That was Bumsteer Award in Texas Monthly. Many examples. But I cover those in my film, Police State 2, The Takeover. And so if you're involved, say, in fighting for land rights or borders or Second Amendment or against federal takeovers or NAFTA superhighways, and you go to a city council, there'll be a guy there in khakis or in camo, and he'll say, hey, man, come on, let's go get dinner. And you'll go, and there'll be a couple other guys, and all 5 guys at the table will be cops. And they'll say, you ever get mad? You ever think about just bombing some cops? You ever think about going after the governor? You ever think about going after the president? And you're like, no, I want to be peaceful. You know, we're just involved in our First Amendment. And they'll hang out with you for months. They'll even try to get you out and get you drinking. Or they'll say, hey, go to the deer camp. Go hunting with us. And they'll catch you in the morning while you're brewing coffee and walk up and say, don't you ever just get mad and want to do something violent? And you'll be like, yeah, I do sometimes. Folks, they're going to arrest you. They're going to put pipe bombs on you. You're going to the federal pen. Your life's over. And those guys love it. They're just bagging a slave. They're hardcore criminals. Most of them deal drugs on the side. They just want to become a supervisor. They just want to move up. And you're a trophy to them. They weren't hunting deer when they set you up. They were hunting man. Most of them had 2, 3 divorces. They got 2, 3 sets of kids to pay for. That's why they get into drug dealing and other things. And they're crooks. They're mafia. And they hate this country with a passion. They're psychopaths. I've seen them. I've met them. They're really scary people. Most of them have committed murders. They are not to be messed with. So understand that. Most of the specialists they have in those units are drug dealing murderers. A lot of them are cop killers. A lot of them are people they use to grease cops that don't play ball. The feds actually headhunt out of departments, the specialists they got in departments for killing cops. This is just a fact. We've tracked them. We know some of their names. We know who kills cops in association with Oklahoma, Waco, 9/11. They get off on it. They like to torture people. So, you get in with a group. I mean, if you and your cousins and your neighbors want to go shooting and get better at shooting and learn defensive tactics for your home and even offensive long-range shooting, that's great. That's part of your heritage. And there are a lot of groups, the real militias call themselves military history clubs. It's all guys that know each other, and you're not going to be invited to join if they don't know you.